Hi, I'm Connie Townsend, group fitness instructor and personal trainer. I'm here with some volunteers from the Wenatchee Valley Senior Activity Center in Wenatchee. We have Betsy and we have Luana. They're gonna help me to do a workout that you can do from home with us. We're at the Wenatchee Racquet and Athletic Club this season. They let us use their wonderful, beautiful studio. And so we're inside, away from the wind and the kids in the park, remember? So we're gonna do a workout, a series of workouts today that are going to incorporate the whole body. We're gonna get the heart rate up, we're gonna work the muscles, we're gonna work on balance, and then we'll stretch at the end. But first, we're gonna march. So I want you to stand up tall, shoulders back. Now, if we are going too quick, you just slow it down. Or if we're going too slow, you can speed it up. So I'm just giving you ideas on what to do, and you have to kind of match it to your ability level. So if you're just starting out, keep it low, keep it slow. If you've been working out for a long time, you can always make movements bigger. You can make things faster. You get the idea. Let's move a little wider with our feet. Four, three. Gonna reach up from the side, but not with a big swing out, just kind of straight up. Now keep it small at first. Get those shoulders warming up. And then the looser they get, the bigger the movement. Start pulling that navel in toward the spine. We want to start activating the core. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Now we're going to reach around. So feet kind of stay put this time, but you're swiveling on that toe. Let the heel turn. Let it come up. Small reach at first, and then you can start reaching bigger as you get looser. We're trying to be careful with that spine, not a big rotation. Okay, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Now, here's the tricky part. Let's just sway a little. We're gonna take one arm and reach up. Other arm reaches around. So we're combining the reach up with the reach around. Looks like this. Reach up, reach around. Reach up, reach around. So we're just staying on that one side. So we've got a lengthening of the spine when we reach up. Get the shoulders moving. And when we reach around, we're getting that torso and spine loosened. In 4, 3. Now arms down, let's lift the legs. Just little side leg lifts. So keep the legs straight. You feel that in the hips? So we're warming up the hip joint, the muscles around the joints. Eight, 7, 6. Having trouble with the microphone cord. Okay, reach it up and around, up and around. Up, around, up, around. So keep it really small if you don't have much range of motion. Or if your shoulders are pretty loose, you can get bigger. You're pivoting. Let that heel come up off the floor down there. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, Back to a side leg lift, 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 lift. Woo, you start feeling it in the hips. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Now just march it out for a minute. Let everything loosen up a little. Bring your feet back in. Okay. Now make it a little kick out to the side. So you're not keeping the legs straight. You're just kind of kicking out. Loosen up the ankles. Arms overhead, let's pull down, down. It's a modified jumping jack, low impact jumping jack. But we're getting the upper body and the lower body warm. Getting the heart rate up. Woo! 3, 2, woo, march it out. Now let's widen out the feet. Okay, coming to a stop. I'm gonna turn the toes out a bit. Now it's just a bend and straighten. So we're gonna bend one leg, then straighten it. Other side. Gently, carefully at first. We've warmed up the hip joints. Kind of loosen them up a little with the moving that we just did. But now we're kind of stretching. Now when you bring yourself back to center, you want to push into that heel. That gets the force going properly through the leg. Okay, we're gonna hold now. Okay, let's just feel that leg stretching, the hip stretching. And other side. Let's come over and stretch. Okay, back to center. Now your feet can come in just a little. Let's do a squat and roll back up. All right, so the body's warm. So now we're gonna continue on with different muscle groups and some more cardio in a bit. So get a drink of water. Okay, we're going to work our muscles, but at the same time, we're going to have our lower body working as well. So it's going to be a combination. So anytime it gets to be too much, just do legs only or arms only. Now, take a couple little weights, not very heavy. Of course, you can gauge it to your ability. We're using little 2 and 3 pound weights. You can use a pair of water bottles or a couple cans of soup. Anything that has a little bit of weight to it. Okay, our legs are hip width apart. Let's just march. All right, now just hang the weights for now. We're gonna start in with knee lifts. Knee up, knee up. So you're standing tall, shoulders are back and down. Neck is long. If you can't get that foot up off the floor very far, don't force it. Just a little lift is good. This does challenge our balance. Four, 3. Now come to a stop. Okay, because our weight is low, we're going to do a pull down with our arms coming out to the side. Now, if you can't do that, if your shoulders don't allow that, turn your palms in and just come down to the shoulders, up and down, okay? So this is a wide shoulder press. Nice and tall, you're pulling your navel toward the spine so that your core muscles around your torso can keep that spine nice and tall. Okay, last one. Now, we're gonna combine them. So, let's start up. It's kind of a pull down motion. Down, up, down. Okay, and a knee. Whoa. So we're going slower than the speed we were going earlier. Any combination moves, we need to take our time, concentrate. Now remember, if your shoulder doesn't like this, keep it in close. Okay, so there's a couple ways you can do it. If your shoulder's okay with it, turn those palms forward, because coming out to the side is a bigger challenge. One more. Woo! Bring it down, widen it out. Heels up and back. So your feet start wide. We bend at the knee. Now don't let that knee come up. Just hang the knees. You're pulling that heel toward your center of your body. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. All right, let's come to a stop. Now, arms out in front, palms down. If you can't be up shoulder height, keep it low. We're gonna pull back. So it's a row, but we're not rowing against gravity like we often do when we're bent over. So this is almost more of a shoulder exercise than it is a back. One more. Whew, let them rest. Okay, combination. So, let's start with the row. Back, one more. Now keep it going. Heel, we're slowing down the heels. So now it's an exercise that challenges our coordination. Keep the shoulders relaxed. Don't let them creep up toward the ears. Woo! One more. That's a tough one. Let them rest. Woo! Feet a little closer in. Toes facing front. We're gonna do side leg lifts again. Now when you do that, let's keep them slow for a moment. When you do that, you don't want that toe to turn up. Keep it turned forward. Keep the knee locked. So you're really working around that muscle, that hip joint. All the muscles involved. 4, 3, 2, flex that ankle. Okay, hold for a minute. We're gonna face the palms toward the body. It's an upright row. So when you pull up the body, your elbows are leading the way. They end up higher than the hands. Up, down. Not too high. Maybe to about your collarbone. They don't need to go very high up. And if your shoulders bother you doing this, then keep them very, very low. One more. Okay, combination. See if we can coordinate and balance. Let's start with the legs this time. It's out, in, out, in. Okay, here's that upright row. Up, down. It's like you're zipping up a coat, but using both hands. Hard to get your balance. Anytime we're on one foot, it's a balance exercise. So if you need to be like near a wall or near a chair, have something there that you can reach out for if you lose your balance. One more. Woo! Shake it out. Now, widen out. We're gonna keep the toes forward this time. Let's go into that bend and straighten. We don't let the back move. Okay. We're gonna add some front raises. So opposite arm, lift. A little tricky. You're lunging one direction, but it's the opposite arm that's lifting up to about shoulder height. So we're working the front of the shoulders, working those legs. Remember to keep your body weight pressing into the heels. All right, one more. Woo! Okay, we're gonna continue on with our weights. So grab your water bottles, grab your chicken soup, and we're gonna do a few more of those combo type things. So we're really working on coordinating the body, making the brain connect to the different parts of the body, give you more coordination, more stability, but we're also working on individual little muscle groups. So we're going back to those side leg lifts again, or no, front kicks. We're gonna front kick this time. So let's just go kind of quick to start. So with a front kick, it's different than a front leg lift. We are just letting the ankles relax. Kind of point the toe a little. Fling that foot. 4, 3, 2, now hold. Let's just come to a stop. We're gonna do some side lateral raises with our arms. So palms are facing in, elbows are straight but not locked. Let them relax a little bit. We're going out to the side. Now, if this bothers your shoulder, don't come very high. Keep it low. And you can slow it down. Maybe don't do very many. This works that biggest shoulder muscle in the side of your arm. As you lift the arm, try to keep the shoulders from raising. Keep them down. One more. Okay, ready to coordinate. Slow front kick. We're gonna kick front, down, front. So it's not so much of a leg workout with the front kick. We're more like adding a balance challenge to our side raises. Ready? Lift, lift. So don't lift your leg very high. We're just forcing the body into an unbalanced situation, building those pathways between the brain and the muscles, helping you to be more coordinated and better balanced. 2 more. Woo! Shoulders are feeling it. All right, step wider. We're gonna do a little punching. Bring those weights in close. So you're up near the chin, kind of a ready position, elbows in. We're gonna turn the body and punch wall to wall. So you're turning and just extending that arm out. Now, if you notice, as you extend the arm out, your palm is facing down. You're swiveling on the toe. Let the heel come up. Legs are slightly bent. You're kind of in a low, ready position. Now we don't lean, we don't follow that weight. Stay up tall and just turn, turn. So using a lot of shoulder, back, chest, and arm muscles, as well as your core, your middle, your rotating muscles in the torso. One more. Oh, gotta go the other side. Okay, relax them. Whew. Now feet a little closer. We're in a squat width. So remember a squat. When you squat down or sit down, you do not just stand tall and push the knees out. That's gonna hurt them. What we do is push that bottom out behind. Keeping the shoulders back, chin up. So do a few of those, just down and up. When you come back up, you're pushing through the heels to get back up to standing. Now, that's just kind of an added. We're gonna come down and hold that squat. Elbows are slightly bent, palms are facing in. Let's go out to the side. Now you're pulling the navel toward the spine because your core muscles have to keep that low back safe and supported. If your legs get too tired, just come up and stand. One more. Woo! Up. From this standing position, palms facing in, we're going to lift to the back. Only lift as high as what those shoulders want to go. Now, when you lift out behind, we have a tendency to want to arch our back to get those arms higher. Don't arch. Keep that pelvis neutral. One more. Okay, we're combining. So we're in a squat position. We do our bent flies. And then when we stand up, we do our rear lifts. So here we go. It's down, out, in, up, back, and down, out, in. Stand up and lift back, and down, out, in. Now remember, as you're standing up, push through those heels. And back, lift, and sit wide, and up, and back, lift. Woo! All right, one more. Okay. So in several of those exercises, we work the side, we work the back of the shoulder, the front of the shoulder. Lots of different areas. Feet a little wide. Let's put both of the weights together. So just kind of cross them. We're gonna hold on to them with both hands. We're gonna do a standing pullover. So we're not squatted. It's not a squat swing this time. We're standing up. We're keeping our pelvis neutral. Don't let the back arch. We're going to just lift only as high as your arms will go. So if you just have to keep them pretty low, perfectly fine. You listen to your body and your joints. We never push them beyond what they can handle. We're controlling the weight, especially back down. We don't just let it fall back down. Pull. Up and pull back. Woo! Using our back, our chest, our shoulders, and lots of core. Because the core muscles have to keep that spine stable as we do it. One more. Now, if that got to be too much weight, you could always put the one weight down and just hold on to one. Okay, let's roll it around, loosen it up. Okay, put your weights aside. Make sure they're not under your feet. They won't trip you. We're going to do a little moving to get the heart rate up, build that cardiovascular level, get you a little conditioned, get the heart rate up. So, we're gonna march. Now, we did some of this in our warm-up, so it'll look familiar. We did our reaches up and our reach around. Okay, let's go a little wider. 4, 3, come to a stop. We're gonna reach up, both arms first. So you're pretty warmed up by now. Your joints are pliable. So maybe try to reach a little further than you were in the very beginning, in the very warm-up. The more we move, the warmer the body gets. hurting, the more it can do. All right, we're gonna change it to a reach around. So remember, your feet kind of stay put and your heel is pivoting, or your heel is swiveling. Your toe is pivoting. Woo! 4, 3. Okay, one reach up, one reach around. Stay on this side. So, if your heart rate's getting too high, or maybe your joints are hurting and you don't want to reach very far, you can keep it really low, just a little bit. Just go with what your body tells you to do. You can make it really big, you can make it small. And last one, side leg lift, up, up. So lock the knees, toes are facing front, flex that ankle a little bit. We're lifting in the side of that foot. Getting those hips to work. All right, now back down, reach up, both of them. Eight, 7, 6, 5, 4. Reach around both arms. It's like you're maybe pushing somebody or punching, that wall-to-wall punch, or grabbing something. Okay, one of each. Here we go. Reach up, reach around. Reach up. Notice it's the other direction this time, other side. Up and around. Now, if we're going too fast, slow it down. If we're going too big, keep it smaller. You can adjust any of this to your own ability. Couple more. Woo! Back to the side leg lifts. All right, gonna make it a little jack. Pull, pull. Now you notice my arms aren't very far over my head and they're really bent. So bend them, keep them small, keep them near the body. Eight, 7, you can do it. Your hips are burning. 4, 3. Let's just march it out. Okay, bring the feet back in. Woo! We're gonna do a Charleston. We've done these before. So I'll keep us with the tempo to start with. It's a front kick, then a back kick. Front kick, back kick, but you're changing feet. Keep it low, because we're moving fast. All right, the smaller the movement, the more in control you are. And since we're kind of standing on one leg, it's a balance challenge. So use a chair, have one there if you need it, or get by the wall. All right, in 4. Now, we're gonna try to do a single, single, double. I'll show you. Looks like this. It's single, single, 2 in the front, then 1 back, 1 front, 2 in the back. Single, single, double, ooh, single, single, double, single, single, double, single, single, double. Don't think about it too much. Just let the body do it. And front, front, and back, and front, and back, back, and front, and back, and front. One more time, and back, front. March it. Woo! All right. So let's just do a little Charleston on the other side. Keep it small. It's just a front kick, back kick. Let the ankle relax. Your foot's kind of flinging. Just get a little rhythm going. Now I've got us doing this to the tempo of the music, but you can slow it way down. And if you need a lot of help with balance, just get by that chair. Hold on to the chair. Let's single, single, double. It's a single, single, double. Now, single, single, double. Single, single, double. Single, single, double. Couple more. Single, single, double. Single, single. I know, it's hard on the brain. One more. Single, single. Let's just do front kicks. Front, 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 front. Woo! In 4, 3, march it. Wide. Reach up, both arms. So keep the arms close to the body. We're not going way out from the body. And only reach up as far as you can. If that's just a little lift, that's okay. Reach around. Woo! In 4, 3. All right, no arms, that's just march. Feet together. All right, keep moving around the room. Let the heart rate come down gradually. Go get some water. Okay, we're using the weights again, or the water bottles, or the canned peas. Now this first one is for working all of the shoulder complex, the arms, the core, a little chest and a little back. So it's going to be a little challenging. That's why we're using really light weights. Now if the weight is still too much, then put them down and just use the weight of your arms. It's gonna be kind of an out and in motion, okay? So let's go narrow first. We're gonna put the weights together and just come up in front. Now, ideally, your upper arm is parallel to the floor. So you can keep it lower if you need to, if your shoulder bothers you. But if you can, keep it up a little higher, palms facing in. We're gonna open. Now, only as far as your body will let you, and close. Now be careful. This is incorporating all of those delicate shoulder muscles. So it might be best just to do it with the weight of the arm and use it kind of as a stretch. Now, you can tell that your core is having to be really tight here to keep the spine neutral. Okay, one more. Woo! All right, let them rest. Roll them around. Okay, next one is similar. We're going to be pressing up and down from our narrow position. So we're not gonna be wide, we're narrow. Let's put those weights together. Maybe it's easier to start straight out in front than bend at the elbows. And there you are, let's try to keep those elbows close. Ooh, here we go. We're gonna go up and down. We've done these before. Now, if that gets to be too much for the shoulders, put the weights down. Belly button drawn toward the spine, tight core. You can go below that shoulder line. As many as you can do. 3, 2, 1. Woo, let them rest. Good thing we're using small weights. Okay, now it's a wide overhead press. So once again, if you have shoulder issues, you can just keep it a narrow shoulder press. But we're gonna start over, head, palms out to the side, back up. Now, if you can't do that, I know Betsy is struggling with her shoulders, so she would want to turn her palms in and just keep the elbows in close to the body. Remember that wide is more challenging than the narrow. So only do what you can. We want to try to keep the arms pulled back so they're not out in front of the body. One more. Woo! Let them rest. Okay. One more combination of a narrow with a wide. So if your shoulders are struggling with this, just put the weights down. Okay, out in front. Let's bend at the elbows. We're gonna do one up, one down, one open, one closed. Up, down, out, in. If you're having trouble opening and closing like that, I'll give you a modifier. You just go up, down, down. Right, up, and out, and in, up. Whoa. Let's do one more. Can't do very many of these. These are killer. All right, let it down. So all of those different movements are for working all those stabilizing muscles in the shoulders. So we're trying to make our shoulder joints more stable, stronger, able to do more things. Okay. Now, working on the famous rotator cuff complex. So around your shoulder blades, you've got 4 different muscles that work together to move that arm in all kinds of different directions. So we're gonna strengthen some of those muscles. Standing, let's go out in front. Now, widen out like you're doing a push-up. A little bit up and down. Can you keep your elbows out from the side? Don't let them drop down. But we don't want to go very big here. So at the same time that you're working those stabilizers back there, you're also working on the big muscles on the side of your arm, the big shoulder muscle. Now I don't make you go all the way down and all the way up. That's a little too much rotation right now. All right, bring it down. Woo, roll them around. Woo! So we're really taking our time on these because they're small muscle groups, but they're very, very important. So it's nice to be able to take the time to do those important exercises. Okay, we're gonna stagger our feet because on this next one, we're going to be in a bent over position, kind of a squat. Okay, now, because we want some gravity pulling on our arms. We're squatted down, weight is in the heels, belly button pulled in. Let's bend the elbows, put the elbows right at your body, don't let them move. We're gonna just open up and in, and out, and in. So it's similar, totally different from the one we just did. So the upper arm never moves. Just lock those elbows at your side. You're opening and closing. One more. Now, up. Same position. Upper arms locked to your side. You can open and close. External and internal rotation, starting way up in your shoulders. Don't let the upper arm move. So same position, this time gravity is pulling differently. We do these sometime with a band. That really makes it effective. One more. Woo! And relax them, roll them around. Okay. One final thing here to kind of finish that series of shoulder exercise. Loosen the knees, keep the pelvis neutral, pull the navel in, palms facing in. We're gonna lift just a little bit. So not shoulder height, just angled and circle. Palms down as you circle. Other way. All right. Okay, set your weights aside. No more moving and jumping and whatever we were doing today. We're going to take a little time to stretch. We're gonna first move and stretch. So, feet a little wide. Let's do that. Reach up, around, up, and around. So just like in the beginning, and just like for our cardio, but now we're slower. So it's a dynamic stretch, a moving stretch. And then in a moment we'll hold, but not yet. One more. Now same motions, but let's slow it down. Up and over, and around as far as we can go. Up and over, and around. Reach up, reach around. You're really feeling a lot of your side muscles there, and your back and shoulder muscles here. One more. Let's go up, hold. So we lengthen the spine and then we came over the top. Nice stretch down the side. And let's reach around and hold. You feel that around your torso. You can feel it back here in the shoulder, in the back. And back to the center. Other side, up and around. Up and around. Okay, slowing it down. We're gonna go up, reach around, hand up, feels good. Reach around, up, and around. Couple more, up, around, one more, up, and next time, let's go. Up and over, hold, and come down. Reach around. And then facing front, let's open out, pull back, get the chest and the front of the shoulders to stretch. Up, lengthen the spine. Try to get those arms up beside the head. Woo! Feet a little closer in. Let's clasp, and we're just gonna sit down in a squat, swing, push through the heels, get back up. Exhale. Inhale. And one more. Up. Come on back down. Now widen out the feet quite a bit. You can turn the toes out a little. Let's do that side lunge, nice and slow. Other side. So it's just a bend and a straighten. Pushing through the heel. Shoulders are back. Let's don't round the back. Now, come on over. We're gonna push that bottom back. Try to feel the stretch, maybe in the inner thigh, in the back of the leg. Now we're staying on this side. Come on up. We're gonna just turn. Watch your balance. You might need to hold a chair. Woo! Staggered your feet. Let's put that heel down and back. Feel that calf stretching back there. So we leaned a little. Okay, and let's face front. And come over to the other side. Let's just hold that stretch. Stretching the hip and the leg. Okay, up. We're gonna turn. See if we can swivel those feet. Might take a minute to get your balance. Okay, then put that heel down and back. Maybe lean a little. Now feel that stretch in the calf muscles. And then back up, let's turn. Now instead of opening out, we're going to stretch the back. So let's come forward, lace the fingers, push forward, look down. Feel your shoulder blades stretching back there. And release, let's clasp those hands. We're back in our squat position, come on down. Exhale, inhale. These are a great stretch for just getting the body lengthened. Getting those arms out from your center. Okay, one more. Now, we're gonna come down, we're gonna rest on those legs, and then just leaving the head where it is. Let's try to straighten the legs. Get those hamstrings, you can feel them, the back of the legs there. And release, bend, and straighten. Woo! Those hamstrings are tight. And bend. Let's tuck the chin, round the back, slowly back up. And we're going to reach. Other arm, reach. So you're reaching up, then over. So kind of back to that dynamic stretch again. That moving stretch. Woo! Getting those joints ready for the day. Come around now. Let's reach around. And then other side. Well, I want to thank Betsy and Luana again for helping me. We're doing this workout on behalf of the Wenatchee Valley Senior Activity Center. And we'd like to thank the RAC this time, the Wenatchee Racquet and Athletic Club, for letting us use their beautiful building for our workout. Let's come back to center. All right, reach forward, reach back. We're gonna lift up, get as tall as we can. Woo! Now, let the arms fall, shoulder blades slide down your back. Let's tilt forward. And then back to center. Drink your water through the day, and we'll see you again.